Welcome back, everyone. Apparently, I've been bought out by the MegCorp.
Oh my.
I can no longer make any decisions.
Overruled?
Overruled? I have nothing now. So, what's going to happen today? Because I did some research, my friends, and I really want to do Shadow Wars because it sounds amazing. But I have the DLC, and I wanted to know where the DLCs took place. What I've discovered, Blade of Galadriel takes place relatively at the same time as the first ending of Shadow of War. So I'm gonna kind of take a pause in the Shadow Wars because that's like the final ending, and I kind of want to put that all the way at the end. So I'm thinking to do Blade, then take another detour into the Desolation of Mordor. Just why not, right? This has apparently this has nothing to do with any of the story, right? If he dies, the story's over. Be careful. Whoa. Okay, that's kind of cool. But anyway, so we can stop at the Shadow Wars. And I'm thinking maybe Desolation of War, just to get out of the darkness, you know, see what happened to the Gondor soldiers, then go into the Blade of Galadriel, then finish that. And you know what, I just made that up right now, and I kind of like it, so I'm gonna go with that. I may hate it later. MegCorp might send me a memo that I'm fired.
You put it in for review.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Rejected. This is a terrible idea. Thanks, Meg. But anyway, I think we're going to do that. I think that would be kind of cool, because this doesn't really have anything to do with the story other than, well, if you guys have been watching, you know who he is, and we get to see kind of what he's been up to, which is kind of cool. If he dies, the story's over. And I hope I don't die. I have to play again. Okay, but that's what we're going to go with this. I'm going to take a detour. Because I want the ending at the end. Oh God. Why not? I like to be really mean to myself, so let's do brutal. Alright, story time.
This doesn't seem like a place you find good men!
We're not looking for good men. We're looking for mercenaries. We have no hope of taking the fortress without them.
If we make it far enough to hire them, with those things out there...
These bones! This place has swallowed things larger than us! And... those worms! They'll kill us all!
Run! Get off the sand!
It's all sand!
Keep moving!
Where?
Not anywhere that isn't sand!
Ah! I was hoping it wasn't a corpse I was dragging home. Be a bit weird, that, eh?
My men... what happened?
I'm really sorry, lad. They weren't as lucky as you.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank this. That little darling's a bit twitchy, but she should get you up to my camp, no trouble. I've got a newer one myself. Worked out all the hitches.
Hitches?
Word of advice about the climb. If you don't like heights, don't look down. And if you don't like dwarf asses, don't look up.
This device, you built it?
You don't need to flatter me, lad. I already snatched you from the nasties. No, what you got there's Numenorian. Loads of their contrivances scattered around from way back.
Very useful.
Trick is grabbing it without the worms grabbing you. I found a few promising sites, got them all sketched out. You bring what you find back to me, I'll tinker till it does what it used to. Or does something anyway. Then you can field test it, make sure it's safe. Sound good?
More than fair.
So pretty much more reasons to die. But it's gonna be a long segue back to the ending, but that will create suspense, guys. Don't you worry. Don't worry, create suspense. Gotta find out what happened to our trusty lieutenant general person and old friends.
Not the most convenient spot if you're moving in furniture. But on the plus side, worms don't like heights.
So, what are you doing so far from Gondor?
Looking for the Vanishing Sons. They're a mercenary company.
Yes, I hired a few of them to look for Numenorian bits. Now I owe their leader a few
mercenaries. I've got just the thing to get you to where they are. Just don't tell them where I am.
What do I do?
Just run off the edge of the cliff.
Run off the edge of the cliff.
And here, these are the places to poke around for more Numenorian goodies. Go on then. I've used this thing myself. Not a bump or a scratch. Come on, lad! See, laddie! Nothing to it! Now, whatever you do, don't... Oh, you'll figure it out!
Figure what out? Just have to not think about it, is all. All right, this is... Whoa! Right. Getting the hang of it.
I thought it was hard to get blood out of leather, but orc blood? Oh, it's even worse.
Might as well just dip the entire thing in rook blood, so that it's all one color.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
My name is Berenor. I am second captain of the Gondorian Guard at Minas Ithil.
Minas Ithil has fallen some time ago, I believe.
I am seeking soldiers.
Well, it's difficult to be a captain without them. Lucky for you, I've got the finest warriors in all of Middle-earth! Do you carry coin of any kind?
Some.
Some. You're going to need a lot more than some. What are your plans for them, eh? I assume you're not planning to retake Minas Ithil.
I'm planning to take Shindrum.
The fortress? No. That sounds like the work for heroes. All I can offer you are mercenaries. Look, why don't you come back when you have some more money? Or sense? Warad?
How do you know that name?
You haven't changed! I remember a boy of 7. Small for his age, so he had a lot to prove. And one day, he decided that he was going to explore the caves of Umbar, but he got himself into a little bit of trouble. Lucky for him, he had a brother. A beautiful, courageous older brother who was sent to look for him. And by the time that champion reached him, he was moments away from being devoured by Caragors.
Caragors? Jagai?
No, little brother. I am Serka now. Serka, the unkillable. Serka, the insufferable. Serka, the survivor. But I still bear some scars from my former life.
How did you come to be here, among these Easterlings?
Same old story. A village is raided, homes are looted, mothers and fathers are slaughtered, screaming tears.
Orcs?
Mercenaries.
How is it?
I should be thankful, though, of course, eh? Not every boy gets the chance to be raised among such a merry band of killers and thieves!
But you lead them.
Yeah, only until I get a knife in my back. And believe me, that is how all leaders end up. But enough history. Blood only goes so far. You and I, we have business to transact.
Gotta keep it in the family, right? You know, who you gonna trust, right? You gotta trust the family out. Make sure you know. But I feel like he's gonna try to kill me too. By selecting the Vanishing Suns. Oh. Okay. Oh. Front row and press A on him. I prefer an archer. Wow, you hire Captain Zinn. Thank you, bodyguard. Aha. The desert. Okay. No one lives forever. Dang. It's like hardcore mode. Excellent. I gotta be on my game.
Take that fortress. We better start with something smaller. Let's see about those outposts.
Alright. Why not? Right? Why not? We can trust brother. Hopefully.
Tell me, brother, what do you see?
Orcs, wagons, more orcs.
Do you know what I see? Coin, fortune, and enough danger to make it fun.
It seems you have better eyes than I do.
It looks too, but who's keeping track?
I suppose this coin you speak of is in those wagons, those surrounded by guards.
Soon to be dead guards. No survivors. The Overlord can't know that this is us. After all, he is paying us to keep these deliveries safe.
You're working for the orcs?
Look, In this line of work, I can't choose where my coin comes from. Besides, if you're thinking about taking over that fortress, you're going to need my men. And if you need men, you need coin. Help me, brother. I'll give you a family discount.
How generous.
Keep an eye out for wereworms. They're drawn to grub.
That's it. I'm done with these convoys. All the bloodies. Now you die! Here's the target. There you are, boss!
It was fun for me.
This coin is from Minisithum.
I can march for miles without tiring, but standing around doing nothing is too much.
More of the same. More loot from the city.
How does anyone live without purpose in life? I live to serve the Dark Flame.
It's a bloody tag!
All their supplies come through this canyon.
Solid hit!
The Numenorians set their minds to making a man fly. But when they figured out a device that could do it, they decided they weren't impressed enough with themselves. So they set about improving on it. How could a people who soar like birds fall so far that there's hardly any trace of them left?
I'll tell you! Now you're looking like a porter! Another kill, another payday! He's I'm off!
One day, we'll fell the last tree, skin the last man, scan.
Slaughter! Get me some later, and we will find out.
This is all Gondorian coin.
And now, it's Easterling coin. Let's get these wagons back to the Oasis. Today, we get paid.
These caravans have to stop.
You and your boys need to get all this grog cleaned up before any wereworms show up. And don't spill any more, or you'll bring the Rumbler here.
The Rumbler? Sounds like just what I need. It's time to spill some grog. That's one down.
Some over there.
Another barrel of grog down.
What have you done?
Cut off the enemy's supply line.
That was also my supply line! I need to keep the coin flowing. Do you see those men back there? Those are not soldiers. Their loyalty is bought, and when they stop getting paid, their blades are no longer under my control.
These are marauder orcs. When we take their fortress, you'll get half their fortune, and I'll use the other half to pay you and your men for whatever comes next.
All right. You know, coin is one thing. That fortress is another. Oh, I hope you've got a great plan.
Now I just need a plan.
The plan is to attack. Let's just go start attacking the outposts. And hopefully all is well. Let's not deal with you yet. Oh god, there's more of you.
I'm looking forward to Jarl's feast. Always lots of singing. Ooh, I get tired of war chiefs who want to make speeches when they're just there to drink and sing.
I'll soon see how these outpost captains stack up against the meanest Ether war chiefs.
I see another mercenary.
Shouldn't be anything to worry about today, lads. I'm sorry to say.
The soldiers of this ancient empire wielded the mightiest blades, the most powerful bows. But, as in most things, they weren't satisfied there. They devise clever ways to burn their enemies, to terrify and sow chaos among them. Any craftsman pours his strength and wit into his creations. To that, the Numenorians added madness. Oh, and fire.
I can't imagine what function this device could possibly have. But I suppose that's part of the fun.
Something just moved over there. What are you waiting for? You! This outpost is mine! And you're gonna be mine too! Disarm him! Doesn't smell like yours using fire! I'll pierce your heart! Drink its blood! No! The fire! You'll burn us all! I need help! Darkness and crisis! No flame! No burns! Oh, what's the matter? You like that? Got you, sir! Go!
I think I'm getting their attention.
Playing this game. I refuse to answer.
You're no fun. This is why you don't have any friends.
So far, the mechanics are pretty cool. I already lost my one chance, so it's... well, I got it back, but still, it's
Can't
crazy.
believe this place isn't crawling with treasure seekers. All that Numenorian kit and it's there for the taking. Just have to dig it out of the sand. And not get eaten by worms.
So glad to see my old
I know
buddy.
where it is. Oh, what have you got for me?